What's up, Spartan Nation? Steve Leslie, once again, back at Cocca's Pizza on Wednesday night. Thank you, Steve Cocca and their staff, for all they do for Spartan football all season long, and joined by Cortland Love for another player profile for the Boardman Spartans. First of all, Cortland, thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
I love having linemen, so I know your family a little bit. Talk about your family a little bit and what brought Cortland Love to Boardman.
What brought me to Boardman was my older brother actually transferred from Mooney his senior year, and he came over to Boardman, and he liked it. My parents liked it, so I came here my 5th grade year, and I loved it ever since.
Well, you have that smile on your face, so I know you love it. Talk about mom and dad a little bit. Your dad was a heck of a football player. Talk about what that means to you to have the support system playing football for the Boardman Spartans.
Yeah, it means a lot, being able to go to him, my brother, for a lot of things and helping me out to get me where I need to be.
All right, so when you go to your brother and dad was a really good offensive lineman. So how is that? Is it learning lessons? Is it – I know how they are. What do you pick up off of them after a game and after a performance?
More just like them loving me more than a learning lesson of the game, or them telling me how I did and playing well. It's more just not learning how to play the game, but how to love the game.
Well, and they love the game. They played the game very well. You love the game. I could tell when you talk about Boardman and such a talented football team with athletes, but we just talked with Joe and yourself. We're going to go to an offensive alignment standpoint, and Joe said that the two of you have spent a lot of time together on the offensive line, doing a lot of things. You're the two leaders of the football team on the field. How special is it to have someone like Joe for you as a senior, to have two senior linemen that are very talented and lead a young football team?
It's special. We get to show those younger guys the ropes and hopefully keep the Boardman tradition going. Me and Joe have been playing the line together since freshman year, and each year I moved closer to him, and we got to play next to each other.
Well, Spartan Nation, I was working off air. We were trying to get Cortland and Joe the football a little bit. If we could line them up in I don't know, that would be a heck of a stacked eye to line up you two big boys. But how special is this senior group? You guys all get along very well. I'm able to do seniors. K1 is here tonight. It was great to see him, see the progress that he's making. As a senior group, how tough was that for you to see an injury like that to your teammate?
It was tough. That being my little cousin, it was even tougher on me. And we just had to fight back.
Well, I see that.
Yeah.
And he spoke highly of you guys and what that means for teammates to be there, to be there in tough times. Coach Antrim, his staff was there. As we continue on, what does Coach Antrim mean to you and the senior group as a coach?
Coach Antrim's great. He really brought us all together this year, and we love him. We all love him. I can't tell you one person on the team who has something bad to say about him.
I kind of like him too. I'm not going to lie to you. He's an all right guy. No, but that's important. I think that relationships that coaches and players have are obviously special. You're a senior. Again, Cortland Love, one of the best linemen around. So college coaches, if you're out there listening, here's another big young man that can help a football team college-wise.
Yeah.
What does Cortland love? Do you want to go play college football?
Yeah, I do.
What are some of the options that are happening right now for you?
Eastern Kentucky, I have an offer from there.
Okay.
I hear from YSU from here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of smaller colleges.
Well, I do the radio for YSU, so I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, say, YSU, get on this young man. And I asked Joe this. Everybody thinks that being recruited and talking to coaches and going on visits, how hard is that when you have schoolwork, you have practice, you have games, you're into your own ritual? Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard. School's definitely the most important thing. You got to focus on that and having practice, and you don't really have time to think about all that.
Well, you're doing a great job. Continue doing what you're doing, and you'll get those opportunities. Warren Harding coming up this week. It's a big rivalry. There's no doubt. Your thoughts on Warren Harding?
They're a good football team, athletic football team. but I think we're going to get it done.
I think they're going to get it done, too. There will be a lot of athletes on the field Friday night at Mollenkopf. We'll have it for you on YSN Live, the home of Spartan football. All right, here we go. Little rapid fire. First question for you is, who's that lineman that you want to be like? Is there an NFL guy or is there a college guy? Or it could be Dad here. I'm going to throw that one out there. Who's that guy that Cortland Love wants to play football like?
Guy that I want to play football like definitely have to be Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward.
Yep.
I love it. Ironhead.
Yep.
Good football player. Tough nose. Had a great NFL career. Had a great college career. That's a good answer.
Yep.
All right, Joe had a very unique. We went Pedialyte and water. So I'm going to ask you: are you a water guy or Gatorade?
Definitely a Gatorade guy.
All right, what color Gatorade's favorite color?
Probably blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
All right, so linemen stick together. They say blue.
Yeah.
Favorite college football team?
Michigan.
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 We went with Michigan.
I know.
How did that? Take me where that came from. Younger. When you were younger, you started rooting for him because
I'll tell you. When I was younger, my older brother Courtney, he committed to Ohio State.
Okay.
And everybody was Ohio State. So
you want to be your own guy?
Opposing side.
There's nothing wrong with that. You want to be your own guy. I like that.
Gotta go with the Wolverines.
I like that answer. Spartan Nation, you have yourself another good.
I like arguing with people too, so it's a good argument.
Oh, you're one of those. Well, wait a second. Now you haven't had a whole lot to argue about in the last, I don't know how many years.
This year.
But Michigan's a good football team this year.
We're gonna get it done.
You're gonna get it done this year. You heard it there, Buckeye Nation. Mr. Love here says that Michigan will get it done this year. So when the Spartans are in the playoffs, we'll get all the seniors back, and we'll have to discuss that Michigan-Ohio State game.
Yep.
Favorite pro team?
Steelers.
Oh, my gosh. Steelers, Michigan. I'm a Browns fan. What do you think of Browns fans?
They're all right.
Okay. We're all right?
They're all right.
I can live with that.
Not as bad as Ohio State.
Not as bad as Ohio State.
No.
Okay. Favorite class you've had at Boardman High School so far?
Favorite class I've had at Boardman High School, chorus.
Okay. Is there a shout out you want to give to a Spartan teacher?
Shout out Miss Smack.
Okay. Shout out to you. Thanks for all you do for Cortland. Role models. They're huge in young people's lives. They're huge in athletics.
Yeah.
When Cortland's struggling a little bit, I know I've talked with K1, I've talked with Terrence. Your dad has been mentioned an awful lot through them. Who's Cortland's role model?
Definitely my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom and dad.
Mom plays a big role, huh?
Yeah, she plays a big role.
Like the non-football role, the mom role to pick up all the pieces on those types of days.
The football role too.
The football role too. She can get in. Well, she's had two sons now that played big time football. So shout out to mom and dad. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Senior year, you're into week 7 now. 4 weeks left. How do you want the rest of the season to go?
I want to win out and win some playoff games and hopefully make it to the state championship.
That's a great model, my man. And last year, first playoff appearance, first home playoff win.
Yes, sir.
That's something to build on.
Yes, sir.
Your schedule has prepared you for the playoffs, no doubt. These 4 games will prepare this football team even more. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
I think that I talk each week. It's a talented group. I still think for Spartan Nation that this team hasn't played its best football yet. What are your thoughts on that?
You're right. We haven't played our best football yet, but we're working to get there, and we will get there.
But here's what I'm saying. 4-2 against the schedule you played is a pretty good football team.
Yep.
And 4 weeks of what you're going to go against, starting with Harding, will prepare you to get that playoff and continue on. So I appreciate joining you. I appreciate following Spartan football. Wish you the best of luck Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Go get that win. And like I said, when Ohio State plays Michigan, Spartan fans will get Cortland back up here. But no, shout out to you and Joe and K1. You guys represent Spartan football very well. It was a pleasure to sit down and have some fun with you tonight.
Thank you for having me.
All righty, sir.